on this catastrophic.
TGI Fridays, baby. Another week, y'all. Another week, baby. Almost 10 years, baby. Almost 10 years every Friday giving y'all work, man. Shit never ends, man. You heard? TGI Friday, man. It's a bucket change out here in the West Coast, man. It's mad hot for like no reason type shit, you heard? Miss Jessica Kiss on the building, baby. I see you. I hope everything's good, man. I hope the kids, everything's good. And we happy to have you on board on the Al York Sports Show. As if you can hear me. Because I got to make sure my audio right. Yes, sir. We're going to have a poppin' show. Every Friday we got a poppin' show. Energy radio in the building. The only thing I pray for is that our audio and everything else is right, man. That I hope everything just come out right, man. Because a lot of times, you know, we got no control of things we can't control. You know that's going to be on the message of the day real soon. So we got no control of shit that we can't control, man. Let more people come in the building. And then you know how we do. We're going to start this marvelous show like we always do every Friday, man. Open sessions and giveaways, man. Yeah, let more people tap in. We don't have a ton of subjects, but we got subjects that we can go in on. TPK in the building. I see you, baby. I sent you a thank you message, bro. I don't know if you got it, but I know you slid that through, baby. Let me know how the audio is, Philly kid. You know you my audio guy. Yeah, the building's starting to fill up. I need y'all to hear message of the day. Esa loca in the building. I gotta say it like that. I can't say it no other way. Esa loca. You already know, baby. I'm here to do me. We got the hold up. We got the on the building, baby. That's my guy right there. On the building, baby. LES guy. We gonna stamp LES on him. He gonna get a tattoo with LES on it. On guard. Yes, sir. Alright.
When this emotionless creation becomes...
Yeah. Oh, I know you working 7 days. But now you got that little day off. Now you can tap in. And we gonna do the live shit amongst each other. You already know that's in the cookings, baby. If we're not gonna do the podcast, then that's what we gonna do, man. Alright. Shout out to everybody tapping in. Steve Levine in the building. X-Man the Hater in the building. Everybody, man. I love all you motherfuckers that been riding on this boat with me for damn near 10 years. I love all you motherfuckers on guard. Y'all keep me going, man. Y'all my energizer bunny, man. And it's good to get Jess back in the building, a day one representative coming to visit the family once again. All right, so let me start the message of the day, and I need y'all to tune in on this, man. So much that I'm going to take off the Schwarzeneggers so I can really understand and read it clearly for you motherfuckers. Let me make sure I called everybody out so I didn't forget nobody. Okay, message of the day. This is to guys and girls, but I'm going to talk more for the guys, but this also applies to the women. So I want y'all to understand that. Guys, if you get a good girl, you better keep her, man. You know how hard it is to get a good girl? You can have a girl and you might think she's a good girl. Like my first ex, I ain't calling no names. Y'all ain't hear me call no names. I thought she was a good girl. She wasn't a good girl, bro. She wasn't riding with me when shit got real crucial. And she was doing her thing. Not that I wasn't, but I'm just saying, a good girl don't do her thing. A good girl ride with you, you fuck up a few times, then they cut you off and move on. they don't lower their value and fuck a dude because you fucking a girl. Those ain't good girls. And I'm not applying to nobody. I'm just saying, you get a good girl, you better keep a good girl. And I'm going to give you examples what they come like so you understand. Remember, I'm the old motherfucker in this building. Y'all the youngins. A good girl is going to argue with you. It's going to give you headaches. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable many times. Because she cared for you, nigga. A bitch that don't care for you is going to ride with it. Not really care about it. And then once you get in crucial moments, this is how I knew my ex wasn't official. And like I said, I'm not calling no names out. I went in for a gun charge. Not even a gun charge. They said that me and my man shot somebody. Let me say it right. We wasn't even the recipients of that. My man went and told her. She went clubbing to the tunnels on guard. My wife now, she'll know, just straight up know something happened to me. Nobody even got to tell her that she got my back, man. That's a good girl. You get a good girl, you hold on to them. Social media fucking up the game even more, dog. It's making it too easy for girls to do dirt, my guys. This is one of the biggest jewels I'm giving y'all, man. If you got a good girl, look at her, appreciate her, kiss her, massage her, make her laugh, stop arguing with her. Treat her well, dog, because good girls don't come around a lot, bro. Once every 10, 15 years, dog. You might not even run into another good girl. Then you got to settle with a fucking girl you don't even want to be with, and y'all divorcing in like 90 days. Do the math, man. Let me start this motherfucker, man. Al Your Sports, baby. The raw truth. I can only keep it a band with y'all, man. I can't come less than a band. If I ever came less than a band, then you can take the raw truth, burn that motherfucker, and throw it in the fucking water. I can only keep it a band with y'all, man. Win or lose, man. That's why I got the wins and losses. Because both take place in life. So if you fucking with somebody that always wins, you don't want to be around those people because they hide their losses. Motherfuckers ain't official. I'm a kind of dude, I have a 1-on-1 and lose a fight. That's exactly what I said. Yo, I lost the fight, but I went all out. Ain't no way I ain't going all out. I tried to cut the nigga and all that. But he got me with the hands. Ain't nothing wrong with keeping it a band, man. Everybody want to be on top. Lying. Oh, they win every bet. They win every fight. They never broke. They never had hardship. I don't want to fuck with dudes like that. I want to fuck with dudes that go through it. That know what's like. That tell the truth. A broke nigga that tell the truth than a motherfucker with money that be lying all the fucking time. Fuck that motherfucker, you bitch ass motherfucker. And that's not what I really wanted to say, but I can't really say it. Alright, let's go. I don't mean to just, talk what it is, but I get into it, man. It's just like when I make love to the wife. I get into it, man. You can't tell me not to get into it. Go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. Nueva York, Nueva York. Peace to the shooter, man. That's my little man up in Houston. Even though we ain't connected, we not in contact, I still shout him out. Because that's a good brother right there. You keep your good people even when they're away, bro. Good people are good people. Shout out to Coast Mike, always busting my balls, pause, always busting my balls, but I know the old man got love for me. Shout out to the R, that's my little nigga, man. Nobody can tell me the R don't step up, man. Shout out to Chico Linston, back with us. Like I said, Chico did a lot for the show that would never be forgotten, whether we go through it or not. at the end of the day he did for the show. I will never forget that, man. Shout out to Arrowhead Media. They do editing. They hook up your videos, your content, etc. We got a video that we're going to put out. I had a one-on-one with him where we actually spoke about what is it that he does and how can he help y'all guys in the future. My man Candy, by the way, Candy Arrowhead Media at 702 on Instagram. Hit him up. You need anything done. These little guys get busy, man, on guard. Mark Guillory in the building. Mark, give me one thing, Mark, and I'm going to pull you in. Let me start a couple of topics real quick, Mark, and I'm going to pull you in. Let's start off with five-time Pro Bowler linebacker C.J. Mosley has retired from the NFL, revealing decision on his 33rd birthday by sharing it on a highlight reel on Instagram. Salute to the OG, C.J. Mosley. I mostly remember him with the Ravens, been on a few teams, but this guy's a beast, man. I'm mad he's leaving a little early, 33, but you know what? He got money. He got other plans. I could just wish him the best. Salute to C.J. Mosley. And I got to tap in on this Raphael Devers. Shout out to Shook Knight in the building. Ain't no way I could continue this show and see my man posted up and not shout him out. Shout out to Shook Knight, man, my guy. I gave out a video, put out a video of Raphael Devers, and I broke it all down. But I got to break down a little more because a lot of you guys didn't really understand. Y'all didn't really understand. Raphael Devers and the Red Sox both got a point. I didn't express it like that. I just, because I did it quick, 3 minutes. I just wanted to get in and out with it. Pause. But now I can just break it down before I bring Mark Guillory in the building. Raphael Devers got hit with the bag. 10 years, 313 M's, right? Those are the exact numbers. I said 11, it's 10. Got the bag. Then Boston, knowing that Raphael Devers played third base, signed free agent third baseman Alex Bregman. So I could see where he felt a certain way. Because at first I was like, why would you argue if you got the bag, fam? But at the same time, when they gave him that bread, was to be a third baseman. They didn't say, we're going to move you to first, we're going to move you to... They didn't say none of that. Third baseman, maybe occasionally DH. You bring in Bregman, obviously, to take over your spot because he got the better glove. So Devers already felt a little bit, a certain kind of way. I'm still like, you know what? Devers, fuck that. You got the bag. It don't matter. And MLB money's usually guaranteed. All that shit's usually guaranteed. So when they asked him, they said, we're going to put you DH. Then Casas got hurt. That's who I said. I said Casas or Diaz. It was Casas. Out for the year. Now, a dude that you basically, I don't know if they disrespected him or it was just poor communication. Bottom line, they never went to Devers and said they were going to get Bregman. I think that was kind of whack. But they felt like we gave him the bag. We ain't got to explain to that nigga. I got that. But you got to communicate somehow. Now, you lack communication. You bring in Bregman where he wasn't feeling all rip. And then you make him look like he's not a team player when you did some shit like that. Then you're going to go to him. Casas get hurt, right? Now you want to play communicator. Yo, Devers, we going to need you to play first base. Why you couldn't do all of that in the beginning and told them you were going to bring Bregman and why you were bringing in Bregman? All of a sudden, you don't have to talk to him, right? But when you want him to do some extra shit, now you want to talk to him, and now they got the nigga looking really bad like he ain't a team player. I almost fell victim to that. I started doing more research, and I kind of realized, I understand he got the bag, but you still got to communicate with him. He's the face of the team. He got the biggest bag. How you don't... Tom Brady went through that shit in New England, where they wasn't coming to him for shit. That shit, even though he stood there basically his whole career, but he never liked it. He never liked it. That's why him and Belichick don't look eye to eye even to today because of that shit. So I had to get that out there because I kind of make Devers look a little bad on that eye shit. He ain't a team player. No, I got to clarify it. I went deeper and found some other shit out. And this is why I'm having this conversation right now on the Al York Sports Show. Mark Guillory, where you at? Salute to Rafael Devers, man. That's why he said in Frisco, I'll play wherever you want me to. Because they ain't treat him like that in Boston. They loved him before the contract. They gave him the bag, and then they just forgot about him. That's foul, man. I don't give a fuck. That's foul. Let me get MJ on talk, man. Good to see Robert Guzman in the building nice and early. What up, my brother?
Well, damn. I'm coming
You
in.
hear me?
Rafael Devers, man. Damn. I'm coming in with a hot Al York.
What's
Man,
going on, my brother? Look, by the way, listen, you married, I'm married. You know we ain't funny, but you always look sharp, my brother. I appreciate that,
it's
man.
all good, man. I'm on the Al
I
York show.
appreciate that.
So I
We
got to be
don't leave it
sharp,
right
man.
there,
Let
because
me
we
zip
don't
up a
do
little
funny
bit.
shit on the Al
Let me
York
zip up
Sports
a
Show.
little bit because I don't want to reveal too much, man.
You're going to have the
What's up?
ladies on my show hitting you up. That's all I'm
Hey,
saying.
no, well, that's
That's
a
still a
block.
no-no, but I'm just letting you
That's a
know.
blocked road, man. I got a fine ass wife, so it's all good.
Okay, my brother, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, game 6, Gainbridge Fieldhouse, Indiana took care of business. Not like a lot of us thought. A lot of us thinking, kind of myself, I thought OKC could have closed it out if they wanted to, but they got blown out over there. Halliburton showed out, showed why he's so beloved in Indiana. He didn't do it with points. It was effort. It was all effort.
Yeah.
He was hurt. He played hurt. Still was a key factor. Didn't score a lot of points, 14 points, but you know and I know that wasn't the magical that he played. He just the fact he showed up, made some big plays, key passes, and prevailed at Indiana Pacers past OKC to now take it to game 7 and pay Tom Center where the line is -8.5 for OKC. I don't know why they keep posting up these crazy ass lines, Mark. But now I'm going to turn it over to you. If you want to go back to game 6, I'm fine. The series, I'm fine. But whatever you want to talk about, go ahead, Mark.
Well, look at the series, Al York. The series is OKC versus Indiana. So the NBA is hurting right now. They already made their money, right? So like, they already have their money, but this is not a matchup that the NBA really likes. Nobody likes this matchup. As a matter of fact,
It's a
nobody's
great
really,
series, though.
you know what?
It's
It's a
fun
great
to watch.
it's not a great series, man. This is like, I mean,
I'm
it'll be
enjoying it.
you're enjoying because there's nothing else on except for LSU baseball.
No, Mark. I can tell you, that Laker Miami in the bubble shit.
There's nothing else
I
on, Al
couldn't
York.
stand that shit. No,
Uh,
I'm just saying.
i-
There
If
was nothing on then. I couldn't
If
stand that.
F1 was on, you'd be watching F1 instead of this series. If
No, I like
soccer,
the
if
series.
World Cup was happening, you'd be watching that.
One thing I
Look,
could say though,
look,
to back you up, it's not generating views
no,
like it should. So I'll give you
no.
that.
There's
But
more
Mark,
people. There's more people watching the WNBA. Well, not
I know
necessarily.
Mark, but I see mediocre boxers have hella fights.
So
And
I'll
I'm
just
just
say that.
like, wow.
I'll just say this. It's a good series for what it is. How about that? Can we agree on that? It's a
Wow.
good for
That's
OKC
like you
versus
saying it's
Indiana.
barely a good series.
It is. I mean, like, who? I barely want to watch it. I mean, I don't really
They
care.
got offense and everything. They got the
Honestly, I don't care.
MVP.
I don't care who wins the championship. Honestly, between these
I got
teams.
you. But then again, that's because Golden
OKC,
State
but
in
like,
there.
but
You know that.
I know it. Regardless of Golden State, this is not even a Golden State thing. I'm so used to great championships in my lifetime. I don't care between OKC and Indiana. How did we get to OKC, Indiana? There's been a lot of malfunction in the NBA with the bigger teams. Like
Right.
we shouldn't even been here. I don't even know how we got here, but we are here. That being
But
said,
hold on.
it
Before you
it
move
it
on, you don't like that? It's the 7th year. I think, don't hold me to it. I think it's the 7th year where nobody has came back to the NBA chip. I mean, like no repeats, no.
No trying to repeat since maybe like the
Um,
Golden State Warriors.
well, because all the way I think they're gonna rearrange the CBA now because like there's too much movement. KD's trying to chip hunt. No
Right.
matter what he talks about, he's chasing the chip, and like
You chip on it.
he chip hunting, and like and then like LeBron James talking about chip hunting. Like LeBron, you're the biggest chip hunter of them all. Come on, bro.
Oh, and he's trying to
Don't
downplay that shit.
don't be trying to like
He's
act
trying to
like
say
you
it ain't
didn't.
all about championship.
He
Fuck out of
he
here, man.
chip hunted his whole career almost. He got
Mm-hmm.
a chip in Cleveland, then like was like, I can't get no more here. I got lucky against the Warriors. I'm gonna go to Miami, and then I'm gonna go to like Lakers, and like look,
No, no, no,
you're
no.
a
Hold
chip.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna take my talents to Miami.
I'm gonna take my talents to Miami chip hunting because he knew he got lucky in that one chip against because like the Warriors got hurt.
Yeah,
Draymond
Draymond Green. Yep.
no, he got suspended. Then the center for the Warriors got hurt, and then another player for the
Andrew
Warriors got
Bogut.
hurt. Bogut got hurt, and then another
Yeah,
player
I
for
mean,
the Warriors got hurt.
3-1 lead. You're supposed to win that, but
So like, well,
taking
you know
none,
what? You can't.
taking none away from
Well,
LeBron and Irving. They did play
I
good game
mean,
though.
yeah, it's
Crip
all
for the
good. Like
building.
you win championships, you win championships. I ain't taking
Facts.
nothing away from no chip. But what I'm saying is like for him to be talking about chip hunting is like kind of like an oxymoron. Like and I'm a emphasize the moron piece because dude, you're the biggest chip hunter of them all. Jordan, like think about this.
Talk to him, Mark. Talk to him.
The names we compare LeBron to are Jordan, Kobe, Wilt Chamberlain, Magic Johnson. What's the difference between every single well, not maybe not Wilt Chamberlain, but Bill Russell, right?
Facts.
All the biggest dudes that won the most chips. What's the difference between them and LeBron James? Give me in the comments. What's the biggest difference between Bill Russell, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan and LeBron James that
Facts.
won 4 to 5 championships? The biggest difference is they won championships on the same team. LeBron James won it on 3 teams. He chases the chip, and for him to be talking about, hey, the whole league is like chasing these rings. I'm like, man, stop it. Stop lying to yourself. And that's not the
Mark,
problem with.
you kind of changed my narrative. It's all
But
right
but but
as
but
long as
like
they join
let's
it.
bring. I was
No,
gonna
but a
bring it back.
couple
I'm
people
bringing it back.
confused. They're like, how you talk about that when we talking about OKC?
I know,
But
but
I
let's
like
bring
it.
it back. Let's bring it
I
back to
like it though.
OKC. Let's bring it back to
Okay.
OKC. Look. This is a problem for the NBA. Like Steph is not in, KD's not in, and LeBron James is not in. This is a
At least
big
you got
problem.
SGA though.
I mean, who, who's SGA? Nobody know who
He's
that
the
is.
MVP. You know what I'm saying?
I
He's the
mean, like
MVP.
nobody. If I go and ask 10 people on the street who's Steph Curry and who's SGA, Shy Alexander, they won't even know who Shy Alexander is, and all 10 will say Steph Curry. Oh my God. Right?
Right.
And LeBron James and like the other big names in the league.
So you don't
I mean,
hold up, Mark. So
he's
you
the league
don't like
MVP, but
Mark.
nobody
You don't
knows.
like that there's new flavor out there. Like I
I love it.
appreciate
I
new
love it. I
flavor.
love it. I love it. I love this new flavor out there, but there's like it's not great flavor. I mean, it's like bubblegum ice cream,
It's good flavor. Indiana can
but
ball.
the
OKC can ball.
but bubblegum don't last too long. It's bubblegum ice cream, but the bubblegum and the bubblegum ice cream don't last long. You taste the flavor and then the flavor wears out. That's what
Right.
SGA is. Like it's like dude, um the NBA has a problem and like it's coming to a head pretty soon because LeBron James only got about 1 more year. Steph Curry maybe got two. KD
Nah,
is
Curry got
still
about 2, 3.
he got two. Um, KD got one. I mean, he's still searching for a championship without Steph Curry. He, I mean, and I don't understand KD. Like, dude, go
We're
to
gonna
Golden
go to
State.
we're gonna see. You're changing the
Go to
narrative.
go to
Hold
Golden
on, hold on,
State,
hold on,
fool.
hold on, Mark. Mark, I'm with you. I'm with you.
But what I'm saying,
Who's
what
gonna
I'm
win
saying,
Sunday?
what I'm
Who's gonna
saying
win
is,
Sunday? Hold on, I'm gonna go into that. You're gonna jump right into my neck. But let's go. Who's gonna win Sunday?
the home team,
If they're gonna cover or not, and then
the
let's move
home,
on.
the home team is going to win on Sunday.
So you
I've been
think
watching.
OKC is going to close it out on Sunday?
Yeah, I think okay. I mean, it's just been like that basically. But the home team, OKC will close it out in the least watch game 7 in NBA history.
Oh, wow. I'm not going to go that far, but I wouldn't be surprised because when they said it was the least watch after game 3, I was like, whoa, I was real surprised. So I
After
wouldn't be
game 1,
surprised.
it's the least watched since 1972.
Yeah, but game 1, I got to go through 3 games and then I know what we're doing. 1, I probably was a busy day,
Dude,
but 3,
I
if
know,
it's still the
I know,
lowest, something ain't right.
I know. Basketball heads are like, man, I don't care. I don't care who wins this. It's not.
Right.
I mean, it's.
The
I
young dudes love all that NBA
I
shit.
will watch it because I love watching NBA. Right.
Right.
I'm gonna watch it, but it's actually kind of painful to tell you the truth.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Because
Me and
I don't
my
know.
man, me and
I
my
don't know.
man are
Nobody that's
enjoying
playing.
this series, bro.
Ain't
We
no.
enjoying this series.
It's kind of boring to tell you the truth. You know what? Actually, I find myself watching the WNBA more than the NBA championship because they fight in the WNBA. They like
Right.
scrapping. The NBA is like a bunch of like, oh my god, I got fouled.
Yo, so if the Pacers win, does that changes your whole mindset or no?
Whoopee. If the Pacers win,
Wow.
whoopee. If OKC wins, whoopee. Glad it's over. You know what's significant about that? You know what's significant about Sunday? Y'all know what's so significant about the Sunday game at
That we're
8?
gonna have a champion.
No, that we're that closer to football season.
Oh wow. Damn, Mark. This is the last thing I expected from you. But it's great though. Listen, it's great because that's why I love my show. We don't rehearse this shit. We
Nah,
speak our fucking mind. Ain't none of this
I'm
shit
this
rehearsed.
is
Stephen
boring.
A. shit, Kendrick Perkins, they know what they're gonna say an hour before the show. We don't do that here. We speak our mind. So I respect you for that. But I'm very surprised that you taking it here.
I'd rather hey, somebody said boring like tennis. I'd rather watch Coco golf than to watch this NBA championship.
Oh wow.
She
That's
was
gonna
more
lead us to our next conversation. Mark says OKC. A lot of people thinking Pacers are gonna upset my little man, the R. Noah Parker, or say Pacers. To me, it was fun. I don't regret this series. I like the 7 games. Could it have been more like, like a more attractive actors like in a movie where you got all the main actors like Denzel Washington and stuff? Yes, but it doesn't mean that it wasn't a great movie because the major actors wasn't there, meaning the series because the main players wasn't there. So me as a sports guy, I love sports. I like it, even though I'm going to watch it regardless. I still like the series. So let's move on. Possible destinations, Mark. We're going to go with Kevin Durant. You said he's chip hunting. Me and X-Man kicked it last week, but I want to hear your perspective. We're going to go 5 teams. You go first. I don't want to say I'll let you go first. You go first, and then I'll go, and then we'll mix it
oh.
up. KD's potential landing, where would it be 1 through 5? But just give me one, and I'll give you one, and we'll go back and forth.
Well, I'll tell you this. If KD wants to win a championship, he goes to the Golden State Warriors. And he goes like, you know what? Fuck the bullshit. I want
That's
to
not what
win.
I asked, though. Where would you think he'll wind up at? That's if he
The
wants to
Golden
win a
State Warriors.
championship.
Golden State Warriors.
Okay. I'm
That's
gonna
number
start
one.
with I'm gonna start. Are we doing 1 through 5?
We can go back to back. Let's go.
No, because I was gonna go 5 and 1. But that's your main team.
I mean, going 5-1 doesn't make any sense. So, like, you got to do the top 3. Like,
Okay.
there's not
No. It's
5
about
teams.
5 teams.
Nah,
It's really about 5
but
teams.
not he's not he doesn't want to go to 5
Okay, we'll
teams.
do top 3. Listen, my show. You want to
He
do
wants
3?
to win.
We'll do 3.
He wants to
We'll
win a
do 3.
championship, Al York. Like he's not gonna go to the 5th team is just about a
I don't know
paycheck.
if he's chip hunting, because if he go to the Spurs, that's not chip hunting. Spurs ain't gonna win right away.
Well, that's not even a team in the top 5. Then, like, why would he want to go to the
Anyway,
Spurs?
let me give you my one. Then we go back and forth. I know he said. I know Houston, so-called, said they
Close.
won't give up Green and Jabari, right?
Yep.
I already know they said that, but it doesn't. To me, it doesn't take them out of still getting them. They'll probably try to pitch one of the 2 and maybe somebody else. But I know they're not giving them 2 up.
Houston would
But
be a
I'm going to
good.
say Houston Rockets. They need a jump shooter.
Yeah.
Udoka knows that. He's about to get an extension. You cannot win with Van Fleet being your only jump shooter, dog. And
And
Green is on
homeboy,
and off.
and homeboy
Green is
is
on and
date,
off.
and homeboy is dating and ran through. You need somebody else to take his place
So
because
I'm gonna say
homeboy,
Houston. They gotta get somebody that can shoot the rock.
But I'm not sure. Here's the thing. He can't. I'm not sure he can win a championship in Houston, but that's the best chance he has outside the Warriors. I agree with you on that.
I like Houston. I think Houston with a KD, I think they could
But
win.
they're gonna have to get rid of homeboy Green.
Yeah, yeah, one of the two. Him or Jabari. They
No,
want both.
no, Green has to go. You can't have Green and KD on the same team. They don't
Right,
share
so
the
then they'll
ball.
ship off Green and maybe some draft picks or something.
Yeah,
Okay, so who's the second potential team you
San
think that can
Antonio,
snatch them up?
San Antonio,
Okay.
but I don't think I think San Antonio will be a legacy move. I don't. I can't see him winning a championship down in San Antonio. Number one, we don't. They need a whole. Is the coach
I
permanent?
mean, they could win. I mean, they got
But
Fox over there. They
but
don't have to give up
playing
Fox.
with Victor
You
though
got
is like
Castle, you got Victor. Yeah. But
I like
I don't think they'll be favored to win. I think they'll be like right up there, but not number one favorite to win at all. Like that's what I'm saying. But
Dre
of
is
course they
hella
could
ran
win.
through, by the way.
Okay, so
And
Spurs. I'm gonna say Miami Heat, Bam and company. They need a guy like KD over there. I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna get him over the top, but they need a guy like KD so bad. I mean, since Buckets left, not that Buckets was the difference, but he did take him to a chip, in the bubble. He took him to the chip. He was the main guy over there. And I think KD can hold that kind of weight with Bam and them. They got the young cats over there. Hopefully they don't have. They probably got to give up Hero in a deal like that. And Hero's big, but you got to give up goods if you want goods. But I just say Miami because I think it's a nice fit, but I don't think they'll win a chip with them either. But yeah.
so if KD is going to the East Coast, if he's going to Eastern Standard Time, there's only one team I see that he'll be perfect fit for:
I already know what you're gonna say too, but go ahead.
the New York Knicks.
I already knew you was gonna say my team. But that's
They
your
they
second.
they
No, no,
need
you
a
got
one.
Spurs. That's your
They
third.
need
Okay, that's your third.
they need a one. So like if he really wants to win a championship, because the Knicks came close just with what they
Right.
had. And your boy is not a one. They need a true one.
Mm-hmm.
KD is a one. So if I was the Knicks are the perfect spot for KD. He's an East Coast guy anyway. He doesn't want to play for the Warriors again. He said I want because he
He's
knows he has
definitely
to.
not playing with Draymond. That's a fact.
Well, and also he knows that like nobody will ever give him the championship on his own. He can't make his team. He goes to the Knicks though, and you pair him with Brunson. You got a 1-2 punch there. That if the Knicks had Brunson, they'd be in the championship right now. I mean, if the Knicks had KD right now,
KD.
they'd be in the championship with Brunson because Brunson can't do the one. KD can do it. And then you don't lose anything on defense, and also you have stretch three that can play defense against a four. I mean, it fits New York Knicks. He fits New York Knicks so perfectly. I almost feel like the Knicks have to make that move.
We got the pieces, and Bridges is definitely going to be part of the trade bait, and it might
Yeah,
be Towns, but I would hate to give up two guys under 30 years old to get a 33-year-old
it depends
KD.
on
Or
what
he's
you want to do.
35. Is he 35 or 33?
Yeah, it must be 35, but it depends on
Yeah,
what
I
you
don't
want to
want to give
do.
up two under 30
I mean,
guys to get him.
but what are you doing? So with the Lakers
I'll give up
purchase.
Bridges and draft picks, bro.
Look, here's the thing. We already went through the Warriors 10 years. With the Lakers' new purchase by the Dodgers owner, he's going to spare no expense. He wants to win chips. He's going to take that luxury tax and say, fuck y'all for 5 years. And so if you want to stack right now, you better stack right now because you're not going to have a chance to recover once this dude with the Dodgers starts spending money with the Lakers and they're going to bring in everybody. So unless he wants to be a Laker, he better go to the Knicks next year
Damn,
and
he
go like,
turning 37 offset.
what?
Hell
Right,
no.
but I'm gonna tell you
Hell
this right
no.
now. If you
Maybe
got
Bridges
KD,
to get him for
if you
two,
got
3 years, but
KD,
that's it.
if you got KD on the
Bunch of
Knicks
picks.
this summer, they're playing against the Indian. They're playing against OKC right now. If you got KD
Listen,
on the Knicks,
if they get KD, You have to get to the chip the next couple years for that trade to work.
They will get to the chip from the
They
Eastern
will have to.
Conference next year
But you can't give
with
up
Brunson. With
Bridges and
Brunson,
Towns for him. You maybe one of them with some picks. I'm not giving up.
that's
Maybe going
exactly
Mitchell
what
Robinson, but that's it.
with Brunson and KD. You have not only do you have two powerhouses, you got two complementary players. Because Brunson is playing outside of himself right now. He's not a like you said yourself.
No, I know what you're saying. I know what you're
He's a
saying. Too
distributor.
much
He's not.
pressure on him. Too much
Yeah,
pressure on him.
he's not a scorer. So you take
And
that pressure.
he's been
He's
scoring.
been
But
scoring,
it closed up
but
on him with
he it
Indiana. It closed up
but he
on him.
goes one on one with everybody else with KD on the
Mm-hmm.
team because KD's gonna get the doubles. So you got Brunson freed up. And then he gets to play some defense too. So you got one-on-one
Right.
defense, and then you got Brunson, like that has no matchups. He has one-on-one matchups. He can win those matchups, and you got KD that will win everything. So, the smart move for KD, I think, if he doesn't want to be a warrior, because what if he becomes a warrior, the Warriors are winning the championships. And I don't think he wants to be a warrior.
Nah, I don't want to be worried.
As long as Draymond Green is there, he doesn't want to be
You'll
a warrior.
never fuck with Draymond.
Then
But listen,
The New York Knicks got to be the destination for KD.
okay, me and you got Knicks at 3. Now we're gonna pivot over. I'm hearing from a lot of analysts, specialists that Giannis is not going nowhere. He made it clear he might not want to go nowhere. But we're gonna assume or say allegedly he's gonna move on. What would be the 3 teams? I'm gonna start this round off. I'm gonna say the LA Lakers will make a big run at getting Giannis the Greek freak.
Mm.
If, like I said, I'm saying he's gonna stay in Milwaukee. But if he doesn't stay, the Lakers will get him.
I can't see how Giannis can play with Luca. Luca needs the ball too much. So Luca could barely play with LeBron. So
Nah, he's off the
LeBron,
bench. Oh, he's off the bench. Don't put words in my mouth. I told him
Luca,
Mitchell Robinson is good. Again.
Luca can barely play with LeBron. LeBron has to take a back seat to accommodate Luca because they need the ball. So I can't see Giannis on the Lakers. I do see him on the Clippers though. The
You
Clippers.
probably got to let your man go. Send LeBron off then. Put
I mean,
Luka
look.
with Giannis.
I think the
And
owner
then
is
get
going to let.
somebody good for
I
LeBron.
think I think the new owner is going to let LeBron go. LeBron's going to be either LeBron. This is LeBron's last season with the Lakers. The new owner is not carrying LeBron over to after this season. He's going to say, "Look, dude, either this is your swan song or you're not with us." um,
Listen, you
because
already
Luca,
started a new regime, right?
yeah,
Get LeBron the
it's
fuck out
Luca.
of there.
He got to
You
go.
got
He got to
Luka,
go.
you get
and
Giannis, and
and
you
take
start a new regime, bro.
take your son to whatever team you buy. You have
Yeah,
a
take that
billionaire.
Charlie Wall looking motherfucker with you.
you,
You're
you have a new squad, and I don't know why people are slipping on Brian Shaw as a head coach, man. That dude's been a part of championship teams,
right. But
and like
who you got Giannis going to? You agree with me with LA?
I think either the Clippers or Dallas Mavericks.
Okay, so that be your first.
I think the Dallas Mavericks going to make a move, because there's you got after you just got rid of Luca for no reason. You got to bring in something better than that. And I think and Jason and they denied the Knicks permission to talk to Jason Kidd, so they're gonna keep him around. They need a big man, and the best only big man
They got a
available.
couple big men over there. They got AD.
Not
They
not
got
not 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 Giannis. I could Tempo.
Gafford.
They don't. I mean, they don't have all star big man.
That's why I don't like Dallas. Dallas already got a few bigs over there.
So
You don't
you
want to
you
send Dallas.
so you put Giannis with their point guard, and like that's a hell of a team. And you
Okay,
give
so
them
you got Dallas. Let's move on because I got 3 more topics I
I got
want to
I
make
got
sure.
I got Dallas, New York. I like
Okay,
Dallas. I
okay,
like.
hold on. One at a time. You got Giannis to Dallas. I got Lakers. My number 2 team, believe it or not, is your Golden State Warriors.
That's
I
yeah,
like them over there.
that'd be
The thing
great,
is, do
but
they have anything to give for?
they're not for some reason. This ownership group does not like to. They'd have to give up. I'll tell you, they give a Kaminga. They'd have to give
Definitely
up.
Kaminga.
They have to give up the technical foul leader, who Draymond, who I would love for them to give up. And then they have to give up somebody even there, and all their first round picks. So I don't think they're.
Throw
equipped to do
Moody in
that.
there. All the motherfuckers get thrown in there.
I mean, I wouldn't give up Moody. I keep Moody around for the number set. I like Moody.
Yo, hold
Kaminga,
up. Yo, my man Offset. LeBron might go back home to Cleveland. I just wanted to throw that out there.
no, no, he's not. LeBron's not going back home to Cleveland because his wife is like L.A. She's not leaving. She's
Okay,
not going
okay.
back. They have a
Okay, let's go
Malibu
back.
beach.
Let's go back. I didn't want to throw you off. Let's just go back. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I can see Giannis and Steph is natural. That's a and Butler. That's a good three right there. That's gonna win three championships.
I don't know
Um,
about that, but I know they get one.
well, no, no, no. They play like
Curry wants one more.
we
Curry
are.
wants five before it's all said and done.
He Curry wants two more, but he needs one more. And the way we saw him just meld with Butler tells me the small ball world is over. And I hope Steve Kerr understands this. Small ball is over. You need at least a stretch four. You need a big man that's athletic. And if you get Giannis, Butler, and Curry, they're winning two championships in a row. It's going to be hard
Okay,
to beat them.
so you agree with me? Golden State at number two.
Golden State would be number one if Giannis wants to win more championships. They're number one.
You said Dallas though. Now you're changing it.
I said Dallas as the most likely uh, destination, but if
So that's
Giannis
your number one, and
if
Golden
if
State.
Giannis
Nothing
wants to
wrong for
win
saying that.
championships, well,
Yeah, nothing wrong for saying that.
if we're talking about championships,
No, we're talking
go
about Giannis moving on if he
go.
does move
Well,
on.
if he moves on, it depends on him. If he wants money, Dallas. If he wants to win
Right.
championships, Golden State.
Okay, okay. So now my third team, I was fighting three teams, but I'm gonna say this team because they got the people to get him. It might not be the greatest fit, but they got the place to get him in that San Antonio Spurs. They got a bunch of young upcoming stars, but Khan, Castle, they got Fox, they got Pitts, they got what Milwaukee needs, and that's a package. But
No, you can't.
I just don't see him there with Victor. That's my opinion. But
Yeah,
like I
you
said,
can't.
they got the pieces.
No.
So if I had to change that because I really don't like the fit, I will probably say the Rockets, and that's it.
No, he can't. He
Again,
can't. He can't play with the Rockets either because the Rockets. I mean, as you saw when they lost to the Warriors, they lost to the seventh seed. They need they need they need a point guard. They don't need a big man. They have great big men. They just don't have anybody to distribute the ball because
they
everybody
don't
wants
got
to do that.
Giannis though.
They don't. If Giannis is there, then you have to get
They
get
got
rid of
Sun
like
Gun. I like
you
Sun
got
Gun, but he ain't
to
Giannis.
you got to get rid of three pieces. Green is gone in Houston no matter what. But
Yeah, and then you get rid of Sun Gun. That's a
but
good young
but you
center,
have then
and
you have
you
to
can get
change.
Giannis over there.
Then you have to change. You have to. They didn't fire their coach, so they want the same style. And Giannis doesn't play their style.
And
I
they
mean,
will
the
get some shooters too.
the,
You know
the
that.
but the
Just to let
ball
you know.
goes through Giannis though. They don't play like that. So you can't just mix and match when you talk about Giannis. You have to understand that he plays with the ball. Like he brings the ball up sometimes. That's the way he plays.
You don't think Odoka can make that happen? That's what you're
He's
telling me.
he's not, Giannis is not just sitting on the block. He's bringing the ball up.
Well, Udoka will figure it out. He's a great coach, man. I love
He's
that
a
guy.
great coach, but he coaches one way. He plays low post offense. That's why he's like, he's not going to win a championship. He's never going to win a championship. Not as long as Steph Curry, LeBron James, and KD are around.
Okay,
I
so
mean, great
who's your
coach, but
third
just
team? Who's
keep
your
him
third
away
team
from,
before we
keep him
move
away
on?
from your wife, though.
I know. Who's your third team? You stupid.
My third team for Giannis, I'm honest, is the Clippers. The Clippers need
Okay, I
Giannis.
like that. They
It,
got
it,
a bunch of
they
old
got
motherfuckers over there, but
and,
I
and
like that.
they got a brand new stadium in Inglewood, and they're always up to no good. And Giannis would like to be the LA superstar there. That off of Manchester and La Brea, Giannis would take the Clippers to another level. Now, I'm not sure who they have to give up, but if they can keep Kawhi healthy for 2 years, if he can keep Kawhi
Yeah,
healthy,
they'll definitely keep Kawhi.
actually Giannis will make Kawhi healthy because you don't have to play him every game. Kawhi and Giannis are like a natural playing duo. They would they play some inside out,
I
outside
would like that.
outside.
I like that. That looks
That
good.
would be kind of devastating. I think that would
Yeah,
be a
that looks
problem
good
for the
right
NBA.
there.
So
I agree,
I like Giannis for the Clippers.
especially if they can stay healthy, especially Kawhi. We all know he's
I,
injury prone. Okay.
yeah,
Any
I
last
think.
words? We're gonna move on because we're running out of
Yeah,
time. Yeah, brother.
let's move on. Let's move on.
No, no, again, last words.
Oh yeah, I just think Giannis is, you know, Golden State to win championships. I actually say Clippers now. Now that I mention it, Clippers would be the best move. I just
They just too old for me, man.
nothing he
They had a
wants.
shot last year.
Well, I'll just say this: nothing he wants as a professional is in Milwaukee. So he's got to make a move. Otherwise, like, stay the pauper of NBA stars. You're not going to
Right.
ever be respected. There's nothing in Milwaukee for you. That's why everybody leaves Milwaukee.
I think the only reason why he likes Milwaukee because he won his first chip there, and he could get his brother to play with him, and they'd accept it. They would
Well,
accept it.
I
Anywhere
think
else, they're gonna be like, "Yo, your brother can't play here, bro. We're not doing that brother shit."
I think dudes want to win championships. I think ring culture is a part of the game. I'm a Kobe Bryant fan, and I don't think LeBron. Maybe LeBron is settled into non-ring culture, but I never heard Kobe say no shit like that.
Facts. Okay, let's move on. Great work there, Mark. Now we're gonna go NBA Mount Rushmore. This is probably our 6, 7. We're doing one every week, whether you here or not. We're gonna continue to go, and we're gonna go with the Miami Heat. I know this sounds easy because
To
they
me,
didn't play for that long, but it might be a little tricky as we get into it. And I'm gonna start with my first, and then we'll go one each. I'll start it
sir.
off. I'm gonna go with two guard. Everybody, put your answers in. You can put 1 through 4. There's no wrong answers. It might be some crazy shit, but ain't no wrong answers. My first Miami Heat must get in guy, two guard Dwayne Wade, averaged 22 points, 4.7 rebounds, 5.4 assists, Hall of Famer, 13-time All-Star, 3 chips, Finals MVP. D Wade is my mandatory get in the Mount Rushmore for the Miami Heat.
Dwayne Wade is the number one Miami Heat player of all time. I agree with
Okay.
that.
Okay, so we on the same page. You can start with your number 2 now.
My number two would be Alonzo Mourning. Um,
Okay.
one of
See,
the
you
great.
thought about that because you didn't say that earlier.
No,
I should have
no,
went number motherfucker too. You would have
no,
kept him out. I was about
no,
to get you with
no,
him.
I didn't.
And then you
No,
said, you know what? I know
look at
why
your
I went.
text. Look at your
So you
text.
started doing your motherfucking homework. Yeah, you just started. I was hoping you didn't
Look
say
at your
morning.
text. Alonzo
Yeah,
Mourning is one of the greatest Heat players to ever
definitely.
play.
Definitely.
He's my number two.
Yeah,
I mean,
17.1,
yeah,
8.5,
and a
Hall of
mean
Famer,
motherfucker.
7-time All-Star.
Mean motherfucker.
Yeah, 2-time block champion, 2006 champion, and also out of Georgetown Hoyas with Thompson and Company. Ewing, Mutombo, and Moore, the best centers I
Yeah,
think that came out of one school. Alonzo's definitely in for me. Now I'm going with number 3. This is a tough one, but I'm going to do it because of the accolades
three
and,
is not tough.
you know, the accolades, and plus he got busy over there. And I got LeBron James as number
Okay.
3. 26.9 points he averaged at Miami. I'm just giving you Miami numbers. 7.6 rebounds, 6.7 assists, 2 chips, 4 appearances, and of course a future Hall of Famer, small forward LeBron James. Who you got at number 3?
I don't have LeBron James as my number three, but I have him in my top five. But I got Chris Bosh.
It's only 4.
Well, top four. I got Chris Bosh in my top four
Okay.
because Chris Bosh is he is a Miami Heat player. He's not a
Yeah, but he
Cleveland.
played as long as LeBron, or maybe a
He's
little
not.
longer when LeBron left. But
He's not he's not a Cleveland Cavalier. He's not a Miami Heat player. He's
he's
not a
really a Toronto
Laker.
Raptor that
He's
came
a
with
Toronto
LeBron James
Raptor,
in
and
Miami.
then he came to the Miami Heat and won was winning before LeBron got there.
Put
And
your
then
answers in, guys. Put your answers.
Chris Bosh is my number three, not LeBron. LeBron is my number
Okay.
four.
Okay, my number 4, I had to juggle. Bosh I juggled another individual. I don't remember his name off rip,
Close my door.
but I'm gonna go with Buckets. Buckets played about 7, 6 solid years over there. Buckets averaged 21. Haslam is another guy I juggled.
Jimmy's your number four.
Yeah, yeah. I juggled
Wow.
Haslam. Yeah, I juggled Haslam because he played there forever. But his numbers just didn't do it for me. I know his heart meant everything. And Bosh, it's between Bosh and Butler, and I went Butler.
You
He
went
got him
Butler
to
over.
a chip. Yeah, he got him to a chip. I was 21. His numbers are way better than everybody. And Bam ain't, I love Bam, but I think Bam will get there eventually. I don't think he's there yet.
You
Out of
didn't.
bio.
You
I
didn't
love
consider.
Bam though.
You didn't consider Shaquille O'Neal.
No, not a couple years he played over there. Only played. Butler was there 6, 7 years. Bam
I,
also,
I
and
can't.
and Bosh. It could be
I can't.
Bosh. It could be
I
Bosh.
can't
But
pass over Haslam, man. The way Haslam played in those
no, he's the
championships.
heart of Miami. But when you say Mount Rushmore, you know, you could be the toughest guy. You come off the bench, you fight for everybody. But he ain't put the numbers up for me. He's a great Miami Heat. He'll be in Miami Heat Hall of Fame. But to put him on some Mount Rushmore, I'm not ready to do that. You got
Got
to
you.
give me more. For that, I'm gonna put James Jones on the Cleveland shit. Because what he won, like two, three chips, or Miami, as a matter of fact. I just can't do that. You got to give me more than having heart and a leader of the team. I need more than that. I need more than
Yeah.
that, and that's why Haslam is out. But like I said, Bosh or Butler, it could have been. I was juggling that, and I went Butler. I went buckets.
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I'm mourning. I'm Wade. I'm Chris Bosh and LeBron
Right.
James. I think that
Like I
that's
said, I
solid.
could easily go Bosh, but I just Butler, man. Butler was special over there, though, bro. But Bosh had held with
So no,
Wade
Chris Bosh
and
is like more
LeBron,
special
but
than Butler.
Butler was like the dude.
You can't put Chris Bosh below Jimmy Butler. I'm sorry. Chris Bosh is
No,
like
I
one of the
know what you're
greatest
saying. What I'm saying is
power
you
forwards in the
can't
history of
because
the
he won
game.
2 chips. He won 2 chips.
He's one
They
of the,
went
he
4 times.
literally is
But
one of the
but he
greatest
was the
power forwards in the
third
game.
best player on that team. Here's my
He took
theory.
a he took a
Oh, hold
step
up, hold
back.
up. Hold up. I heard you. Here's my theory. I love Bosh. He's a Hall of Famer, all that. All that. But he was the third best player on that team. Let's keep it a band.
He
Hold
was
up,
the
hold up.
third. No,
Jimmy Butler was the best player in Miami Heat for the years he was there.
who did he play with?
Out of bio, he has some guys over there. I mean, not Hall of Famers like these
Not he didn't
guys.
have no right. So you just answered your own question.
Yeah, but still,
Jimmy Butler had uh maybe all. Well, actually, he didn't play with no All Stars. Bam Adebayo
yeah,
didn't make an All
he's got
Star.
all stars. He went to
He
the
got
chip,
one.
the bubble chip.
He got an All Star game one time.
He went to the
Uh,
bubble chip.
but
I
Chris
gotta
Bosh
look that
played.
up. I didn't
Chris
look it up.
Bosh is a Hall of Famer that played with Hall of Famers. So Chris Bosh is like
No,
was
he's a six-time
Chris
All-Star in
Bosh
his
actually
career.
was Chris Bosh is arguably one of the best players on that championship team. He took a back seat to the guard and the small forward. He changed the
But
game up
like
to
I
win.
said, Jimmy Butler's a six-time All-Star. If you wanted to hear that, he's a
J-
six-time All-Star. You said one time, so I'm just correcting you.
no, I was talking about I wasn't talking about Butler. I was talking about Haslam and Adebayo.
No, but you said Jimmy Butler went to one All-Star because we were
No.
talking Butler
I'm talking about
Bosh.
Butler. No, we got confused. I wasn't talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Jimmy Butler. I
Well,
was
like I
talking
said,
Jimmy
and
Butler
you
didn't.
say, look at Bosh.
I said, who did Jimmy Butler play with? And like you named names. I said, how many All Stars they've been to?
Okay, okay,
Because
I got you.
Chris Bosh played with Wade and James
No, I know
in
Hall of Famers. They're
in a
Hall of Famers.
packed Eastern
Yeah.
conference, and they
Like I
put all
said,
three in All Star
yo, you
game.
can say Bosh. I'm not saying Bosh is wrong. I could easily win
Bosh is
Bosh.
top four.
I could
Bosh,
easily win
Wade,
Bosh.
James, and Mourning. That's it.
Yeah, I could have easily went Bosh, but I went Butler. I'm gonna stick behind my guns. I
How
went
do you,
Butler.
okay, I just don't see
I
how you
went Butler. I
sensible.
felt because he was the best
That's
player
just
on
your
that team
feeling.
six,
That's
seven
just your
years.
feeling. That's just your
Bosh is
feeling.
the third best player over
But
there.
that's just your
I like
personal feeling.
Bosh.
It's not objective.
Yeah, yeah. Like, look at opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one, and that's what we're doing right now. Let's move on so we don't beat up on it. But like I said, I'm good with
Nah,
Bosh or
dude.
Butler. But I
I
ain't
ain't
gonna lie,
picking
Cal, you
Butler
don't
about.
got Butler in at all. I don't like how
Oh
you
no, not
feel
top four.
like Butler ain't even in the
Hey,
conversation. I
you,
don't
yeah,
like that.
you know what they're gonna be. You can pick. You have the pick. 10th pick in the NBA draft. Butler. You know what they're gonna be. Prime. Butler or Bosh. Who you picking?
They're gonna take Bosco to the two chips.
You taking
Not because
Bosh
he's a
too, aren't
better
you?
player. It's
You
just the
taking
two
Bosh too,
chips.
but you taking Bosh too, aren't you?
Because of the two chips.
Okay, whatever is because you taking
All right, let's
Bosh.
move on. Let's move on. 'Cause we beating up on a dead person. I don't like beating up on a dead
Nah,
person.
I'm just beating
All
up
right,
on
so
you.
we gonna go choose one and why. I'm gonna leave the last question. I'm gonna make the last question the first question, just to mix it up a little bit. Boxing, super welterweight, 154. These guys fought at 154.
Damn, they're like skinny
No, they way less than that.
little
Okay,
guys.
I kind of changed it. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to where I first had it because I think it's easy. I think this one is too easy for you to answer. So I'm gonna go back to my
Don't
original
make it
one.
too
Oh no,
difficult.
no, no. This is gonna be. It's gonna make it more difficult. Terrence Crawford, aka Bud, I at 154 super welterweight, or Ronald Wright, aka Winky Wright. Who would you take in this fight if it was in a prime? Winky Wright or Terrence Crawford? I was gonna say Canelo, but I think you would have took Canelo easy. So I'm gonna throw in Crawford. I think that makes it more equivalent. What would you like in this fight here? Winky and Bud.
I didn't know his name was Ronald.
Yeah, Ronald Wright.
That's good. I'm taking Winky. That's my twin brother.
Wow. You know what?
That's my boy.
I'm
That's my
taking him
boy. You know
because I'm
why?
as biased with him as you are with Golden State. I love Winky Wright. I don't know. Ever
Hey,
since I
Winky.
seen him fight, I always loved him, bro.
Hey, Wink, and he's a strong dude. That's my boy. I kicked it with him in Vegas a couple times, and like
Mm,
I went in and gave him some dap and gave him like the bro hug, and I was like,
right.
man, it felt like I was a bro hugging a wall of stone. I'm like, dude, the fuck? I'm like, every part of him was like, just like it was like there was no softness in him. I'm like, Winky.
Right.
And I
Pause,
actually
pause.
I think I think he had a bad promotion and like he was bad timing because I think he was going to be a world I was he a world champion? I think he was. I think he won a
I think he was
he
too. I know my man
well
Rob got all the facts on that.
he wasn't unanimous. He just won a couple belts. He got beat that one time. And then I all went downhill. But Winky Wright.
He beat Trini and Shane Mosley in big
Yeah,
fights.
I remember the Shane Mosby fight. That's when I actually met him. I met him in the
And
elevator
Bronco McCart. He beat
at
Bronco
the
McCart when he was like 30-1.
at the Mandalay Bay. That's when I met Winky Wright, man. I was at the Mandalay
That was a
Bay
big ass fight. He beat him.
going up to what I forgot what the top of the Mandalay Bay was. It's called the something club.
Right.
I was in the elevator with Winky Wright, man, and the dude is short. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't
All
realize
right,
he
let me
was so
ask you a question.
I
If
love Winky
Because you
Wright though.
said you answered that kind of easy, Mark. If
Yeah,
I would have said Canelo and Winky, what would have been your answer to that?
I'd have been Winky too. Winky
Oh
was
wow.
well because I think Winky
You
had
should
bad
have said that
management.
then.
He had bad management, and he's like my Bo Jackson, like woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? If he was handled right, and if the timing
So
is right,
much talent, southpaw talent.
I mean, Winky had he had a run there that I think as much as you think boxing is like legitimate, I think it was illegitimate how they cut Winky short. I think that he took a L when he didn't have to take a L. I'm not sure. I don't have any science behind this, but Winky Wright, man, remember he had that run for like a year. It was Winky Wright was winning. He was
Nah,
like
he was dope. Nah, he was
he was
dope.
the next Tyson, and
Nah,
then
he was dope.
all of a sudden, he got beaten. You never heard him come back. And like I'm like, man,
Yeah, he
that
lost his last three fights. He was like over the
yep,
hill, maybe.
yep,
You know what
and
I
like
mean? But
it was
the
messed
run
up.
he had, I was loving him. I was
And
loving him.
and I met Sugar Shane too at the same party we went to,
Right.
and Sugar Shane was like hella short too. That
Okay, let's
hey,
pivot because
that
we
dude,
don't got
hey,
time. You coming out with
that
the
dude.
next one, shit.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this one last thing about Sugar Shane. that dude be smiling like you all the time. And even when he's angry, he just be smiling at
No,
everybody.
I
He's
don't
like,
smile when I'm angry. You must not
yeah,
really
he's
know
just
me.
smiling right now.
No,
But
I'm smiling
I
for
know,
my
but
audience and
Sugar
all
Shane
that.
be smiling, be like,
But I
"Fuck you,
swear to
man."
God, though, you got me fucked up. Yeah. I'm doing
Sugar
it for
Shane be like,
show, baby.
Sugar Shane be like smiling, saying, "Fuck you."
Well, that's not me. Yo, you
It's
see
all
these
good.
things, you
You
think
ain't
these
Sugar
things go
Shane
way
either.
up right here,
You
brother.
ain't
But
Sugar.
anyway,
Hey,
let's pivot because we lacking time,
Winky,
Marco. We
hey,
lacking.
Ronald
I love
Wright.
to
I,
talk to you, but we lacking
Ronald
time.
Wright. Ronald
Ronald
Wright,
Wright,
man. I'm picking
I agree
Ronald.
with you.
Winky,
I agree with
Winky.
you. I agree with you. I think only because I think Bud would be really uncomfortable fighting at that weight. I think he'll be better at 147. Now, if it was at 147,
That's what happened.
I'll probably
Remember?
lean. Hold up. I'll probably lean Bud. But since it's 54, I'm gonna lean Winky right. Let's move on.
M-
We don't got time, Marco.
Wait, one last thing. Remember they
We
tried to
don't
move.
have time.
They moved him up. They moved him up. Okay.
Okay. Two guard. Rolando Blackman, aka Roe, or Dale Ellis, aka the Silent Assassin. Choose one and why.
It's not even. This is not even a choice. I'm going with the Seattle Assassin. I'm going with Dale.
Wow, how is that not close? Rolando got all the numbers on him.
Man, Dale
I'm just
Ellis.
saying, you can't say it ain't close if he got all the numbers on him.
Nah, man. Look. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. Watch.
Blackman
Pull
was
up.
nice in Dallas. You must got
Hey,
him fucked up.
Orlando might have been nice, but pull up the tape and watch how they shoot. Dale Ellis. If you like Steph Curry, you love Dale Ellis. As
No,
a matter
I
of
didn't
fact,
say better shot. I said
well,
better player.
I'm
Dale Ellis
evaluating.
got the better shot. Not shot.
I'm
But
evaluating.
Rolando could
I'm
do more. He
evaluating.
could go to the hole and all that.
No, Dale Ellis, man, was a perennial All Star, and he was like he carried the whole franchise. Orlando never carried
No,
a franchise.
you got to
Matter,
look up these guys, bro.
well,
Rolando got
I
all the
can look,
accolades.
but like you can look up stats for a team, but like Seattle was always in the mix with Dale Ellis. Orlando Blackman's teams weren't ever in the mix, like and so
Nah, they
yeah,
was all right. They'll make the
yeah. I
playoffs.
mean they
Brad
were all
Davis,
right, but like I'm telling
Boyd
you that,
Harper, you know,
but
they
Dale
make the
Ellis
playoffs.
was competing for the Western Conference Championship. Dale
I don't know
Ellis
about all that.
Dale Ellis is Curry before Curry, man. Like, that dude is like
No,
he was
Ellis can
like
shoot
off the
with
hook.
that flat top. Remember he had that
Yeah,
flat top?
he had the high top fade with the flat top, man. And it was flat and it was like it
Yeah,
was like
military-ish.
slanted.
Little Gumby.
It
Yeah,
was like,
little
yes,
Gumby-ish.
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And he had the most perfect form in his
Nah, I
shot.
love the way Ellis can shoot.
Reminds me of Klay
Top
Thompson's shot.
five.
As a matter of fact, Klay Thompson and Dale Ellis have the same shot and they have the same purity in the game. I'm gonna go with Dale Ellis all the time against anybody that's a two guard.
Right. He's a better shooter, but I think Rolando does more. He could go off the dribble better. But you're right. Shooting, Dale Ellis definitely a better shooter. But I'm gonna go black because I like the versatility wise.
Yeah,
And it
he can
hurts
play
me to do
three.
that because I'm big on Dale Ellis. Before Reggie, not Reggie Miller, because Reggie Miller played a little after, but before Clay and all these other guys, Steph, Dale Ellis was one of my top three. And now he
Got you.
dropped because Steph Curry's the best. You know that. Even you know that. You know what I'm saying?
Of
All right,
course.
let's move up. Who was your better six man in a prime? Six
Mm,
man.
6 man
Lou
in prime.
Williams, aka Lemon Pepper Lou, or Jason Terry, aka the Jet. Who and why?
This is a trick question because you said better 6 man.
Yes,
So
he's a six
I'm
man.
I'm 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 gonna go with because Jason Terry was a starter, and then he became a 6 man. I'm gonna go with Lou Williams. He actually made more impact off the bench than Jason Terry. So I'm going with Lou.
Great answer. He's got three six man awards compared to one. And I just think Lou's the better six man. Not that Terry
He
was
is.
chopped liver, because he wasn't chopped liver. You know, he come off out of Arizona. He come off the bench and he could score. He could light it.
Yep.
And then he do that jet shit.
He
You
just
know what
couldn't
I'm
play no.
saying?
He just couldn't play no defense. Lou Williams, you get both ends of the court, so that's why he
Right.
became 6 man of the year.
Right. I'm gonna
I
go
love
Sweet
Lou.
Lou. I call him
Yeah,
Sweet Lou, but it's lemon pepper Lou. You feel me? All right. Last but not least, then we gonna get you out of here, brother. I
sure.
saved the best for last.
Uh oh,
NFL. I know how much you love the NFL.
let's go.
Wide receivers. Andre Johnson, aka the Natural, or Julio Jones, aka Julio.
Damn,
Who and why?
that's a tough question because I love
Both of
them
them are
both.
animals. Both are animals.
If I had to pick one for my team, I'm gonna go with Julio Jones. I just feel like I get more route tree from Julio than Andre Johnson. Almost the same size, same speed. They run like, I can go throw deep. Same build. They're both big. I got more route
Josh is an
tree.
animal though, dog.
I got more route tree. Um, I got more route tree. So
Right.
I'm gonna go Julio. I'm gonna go Julio.
You know we don't do ties on my show because this would have been a tie for me because whatever I could say good about Julio, I could come right back with Johnson, right?
I think you have to say you cannot say that Johnson ran the whole route tree that Julio ran. Julio literally ran the whole route tree. Johnson did
Yeah,
not.
but Johnson could do shit where you could throw him a screen and he could take it to
Sure,
the house. It's just so much shit he could do too. And he could pop the shit out of a guy and get an
Julio,
interception.
you
Hold
can do
up.
that with Julio
You get
too.
an interception on Johnson, he'll lay you the fuck out on some high war shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyway, how do you not take a guy named Julio? How do you just not take Julio? I gotta take. I had a barber named Julio. It's funny, motherfucker. Like just saying his name, Julio, is funny. Like I gotta go Julio Jones, man. That's my
And
guy. Atlanta
also, like
Falcons.
and as a Gale Sayers fan, I like pretty football. I like when guys play pretty. It just doesn't look like a sport. It looks like a ballet dance. The way
Right.
Julio runs his routes is like it's like, dude, it's like he's an orchestra or he's orchestrating like he knows the things that are happening before they happen. That's Julio.
Yeah,
I
he's definitely more fun to
cerebral.
watch.
Yeah,
More fun to watch. Like Johnson's just like a
he's a
bull
big dude. He's
terrier.
just
Like
a
I'll
big
pull
dude,
you over. Like
and he
I'll
did.
just
He
I'll strengthen you. And Julio's more of the big guy, but he also has like he's got like a nice style to his style. Like I love his style. He'll stretch out for a ball, 2 feet in, all kind of shit. Julio's the answer. Any last words to MG Raider? More Guillory in the building. Talk to us, baby.
Hey man, shout out to Xavier Guillory who's doing his thing in Baltimore with the Ravens. Had a great mandatory mini camp this week and can't wait to for absolute camp and to see him play in preseason in Dallas August 16th. Anybody in Dallas, I'll be down there at AT&T Stadium August 16th to see my boy play. But he's having a great camp. John Harbaugh is really liking number 87.
Just make sure you get my video I told you to make in the locker room. You don't have to be on the field. I want to give a shout out to my man Al York, my uncle Mark Guillory. If he calls you uncle, if he calls you cuzzo, and throw us out there. That's all I ask. We've been having him on the show damn near a year. Can I get one shout out from him? Everybody on my show
He's
know
not
who's your nephew, your
he's
cousin
not
Al.
he's not giving any shout outs. Like, it's all good. So
Well, you better
you're
give
you're
me mine.
you're tied with everybody else.
Well, we don't. No. It shouldn't be like that because we
Well,
shouting them out on
let,
the
let's
show.
let's try to get Lululemon and Adidas shout outs first and then get some like get a couple million.
Let's get him
Let
on the team
hey,
first.
if you got a couple million
Listen,
though, like,
if
it's
he
all
makes the
good.
team,
He's
he
got a
should
couple
be
million.
feeling real. Hold up. He should be feeling really good. I think that's the time for you to go there. If he makes the team.
Yeah.
But if he don't, you want to leave him alone. You want to leave him alone
No, no,
because
he's doing really real talk. He's working hard. It's gonna be tough to make the Ravens because
no,
they're stacked at wide
that's a
receiver.
tough roster to make.
However, they get hurt a lot. Number one in the
Right.
receiver spot. All three top receivers get hurt a lot. Hopkins, Bateman, and what's his name? I forgot his last name, but
They'll keep him on the practice squad, dog.
no,
And
no,
he'll be ready to go.
no. He blocks and he plays special teams, so he's gonna be
They
number
don't keep him
six.
on the practice squad. What?
No, he ain't. We ain't going for no practice squad. We're
Well, he
going all.
might. A team
Hey,
like
you know what?
Baltimore, he might have to.
When a Guillory tries out for a team, they're trying to make all net. They ain't going for no damn practice squad. So, I like the way he sounds. I like the way he's looking, and I'll put in the chat under Al York what he looked like against a drafted cornerback from the Baltimore Ravens. He baked him. So, like, and that, it's just it is what it is. Tape don't lie. So. And
Oh,
like
he's got
John
extraordinary speed. We know all that. But listen,
and like well, that's what John Harbaugh said. He's like, man, you
see, you even got
fast.
him in overtime on my show, and I can't get a shout out. Like, you
Yeah,
getting him in
you just got
overtime
to
right
shout
now.
out. You just got to shout out. If you like Xavier Guillory, listen to Al York Sports Show because you get to listen to me talk about Xavier Guillory.
Well, listen, Xavier
Boom.
Guillory, if you're listening, I want to shout out. We've been talking your name for like a whole year. Mark been making sure that we get your name in, and he throws in extra, kind of like sprinkles on the ice cream. So make sure you shout
and
out the
Raiders
show.
and the
That's all we
Raiders and
want.
Steph Curry too.
That's all we want. All right,
Steph
brother.
Curry.
Mark, great work as always. We're gonna talk in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Stay close, Mark. We get close to football, and I know that's one of your favorite sports, there, brother.
absolutely. We're gonna check out the Sun Devils without Xavier too. We're gonna see what they about. We're gonna talk about that when college football starts. We're gonna talk about not having Xavier anymore and see if the Sun Devils can do what they did before. Hey, great talking to you, Al. Hey, thanks everybody. Good seeing y'all. Peace
MG
out.
Raid in the building, guys. That's my guy. Okay, everybody. Now we going to the spinoff. Uh, we got a tough race. Chico Linston has made his way back on the spinoff. He's actually one of the leaders at 8 wins. B4, the champ, got 8 wins. B4 got 2 championships. Let me make that clear. Chico don't have nothing. He recently just started playing the last, year or so. So he missed about maybe 5 rounds of it. And we got Tapia, who actually has a championship, but he doesn't play in every round. We need to get him in every round. He's right behind at 6. And then we got a bunch of 5s and 4s. I'm not leaving your names out. I just can't be naming everybody. But anybody still can win this. Because remember, like I told y'all, we had a person with 8. Raul one time had 8. Miss Jessica Kinshu had 2. And she came all the way back. And he played every week. It wasn't like he took a week off. And she caught him last week, won the last 2, won the chip on him. So anything's possible. Let me play something on, and good luck to everybody, guys. Good luck to everybody. Wow, I almost dropped this. If I dropped this, it would have took me about 10 minutes to get the numbers 1 through 20. Okay, round 7, giveaway 1. Shout out, salute, good luck to everybody. My boy wants me to take this new app and start doing it through the app, the thing that spins around. I say, yo, they love the bingo shit, man. They love this shit right here. There's no complaint from nobody about me using it. But he said, Al, you got to elevate. So I'm going to think about it. Maybe we can flip-flop it. But I do like this because I can control any kind of funny shit. There ain't going to be no funny shit. I want everything to be legit. Hold up. Okay, here we go. 1 through 20, round 7. I see you, Lolo, Few Techs in the building. I see you, baby. Shout out to Few Techs, my man Angelo in the building. And anybody else I did not get, I see Lockout's killing the comments. Can't wait to look at them. Okay, round 1. Round 7, giveaway 1 on my go. If it comes out, 2 balls come out, no play. I'm the umpire of this shit. Here we go. Round 7, giveaway 1, winner is. Got a winner. We got a winner. Let me push this back. Put my hands where y'all can see them at. Round 7, giveaway 1, winner is. Number 16. Number 16. I don't even know who's that off rip. That's Big Tap. Big Tapia just moved up a spot. Now he's at 7 wins. Chico's at 8. Brian's at 8. Giveaway 2, round 7 coming up next. Tapia wins this one. 1 win away from catching up to Chico and Brian. Giveaway 2 coming up. Summary coming up, guys, so don't go nowhere. Great job as always by my boy Mark Guillory, holding it down. I liked it that he always got his own perspective. It might not be what I agree to. It don't have to be that. But I like that he always got his own perspective. Okay, 21 through 40. 21 through 40. Here we go.
The result is catastrophic.
21 through 40, guys. You know I gotta shake and bake them. Shake and bake them, baby. I might put these out tomorrow, send them out tomorrow, depending how I'm feeling. I know my man Pretty Mo got something coming, but I don't know if I'm gonna send everybody else, but we'll see. Shake and bake them, baby. Marinate them, baby. Here we go. Tapia is up to 7 wins now, baby. Here we go. On my go. On my go. Anything funny is a no play. I'm not looking at the number. 2 numbers come out, no play. Has to be 1 number out of 20 numbers that come out. Here we go. You got a winner. 1 number out. You see it, right? Let me back it up. Round 7. Giveaway 2 winner is 25. 25. Midwest Bowl, baby. Back-to-back wins for Midwest Bowl. Tapia wins round. Giveaway 1. Midwest Bowl wins giveaway 2. 1 last week. Salute to Tapia. Midwest Bowl. Summary coming up. Salute to my guy, baby. Summary coming up.
This emotionless creation becomes the master of man. The result is catastrophic.
It should be fun. Damn. All right, here we go, guys. Got a great run going. I got to see how many wins Midwest Mo got for this round. If I'm correct, Mo's about, I think, at 4. Maybe his 5th win. Tapia moved from 6 wins to 7 behind Chico and Brian. So we're going to have a nice ending there to run this out. The champion is not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. Like I like it. People are going to have to sweat to be the champion. And like I said, when you win the champion, you get not 1 item, you get 2 items. And you can have a live video with me if you want it, or just like a picture indicating, you know, with all your wins, whatever it is, you get your shining moment. That's what it is. You get to boast, you get to talk shit, whatever you want to do. When you're the champion, you say whatever the fuck you want. You can play the record. We are champions if you want on a video. Whatever you want to do, man. So there we go. We got Tapia at 16. And Midwest Mo 25 came out against Salute, the Midwest Mo. I remember when he won at 26, and he won 25, and 25 came through twice for him. Salute the Mo. Now we're going to tap in with Mark Guillory, came in, hold it down. We talked about the NBA Finals, Game 7. He thinks OKC's going to move on. I still didn't make my decision yet. I mean, they should move on, but I got to wait. I got to see where the money's going at. A lot of people like the Pacers on the upset. I actually like the series. Is it the best series? No, but it's very intriguing. Very surprised. It's one of the, one of the low-ranked series as far as views, etc. But it's because you got, small market teams, so you have to expect that. It's not Boston, New York, LA, Philly, so you got to expect that. But that doesn't take away from me from it being a good series and it going to Game 7. So we cover that. We also cover Mount Rushmore, Miami Heat. We cover possible destinations for Kevin Durant and the Greek Freak, even though we think the Greek Freak is staying put, but it still made it fun for conversation just in case he changes his mind or the organization change their mind. Possible destinations. Then we hit up, last but not least, choose one and why. And we had some good ones as always, but I made it real difficult for him on this one. Salute, like I said, to my man, Midwest Most. Salute to Tapia. Tapia seems to be winning every week. He's making a fucking run at it right here. He got Brian and Chico like sweating bullets right now. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know Brian ain't sweating it because Brian wins when he has to win. That's why he's a two-time champion. And last but not least, like I said, when you find a good girl, and it's a good man also, but I'm using the girl more or less today. You don't really know you got a diamond till it's gone. So it's real difficult to identify this diamond. This is why I tell you how they normally run. The ones that really care about you. The ones that be in your phone all the time. They won't worry about you than themselves. That's one giveaway right there. The problem is when you're young, you see that as nagging and something you don't want. But as you get a little older and you don't have that around no more, and you start dealing with these chicks that you basically got to keep up with them because you know something ain't right. When you already had something right in front of you, but you were too stupid to identify it because you was worrying about her being all in your business when all she did was want to love you and care for you and be there for you. Crucial times, trenches. Not no chick, like I said, that's going to be in a club while they're trying to hit me for a murder charge. It's a true story, me and Wiggles. They took me and Wiggles in for a murder charge. This chick is in a motherfucking club, and she already was notified. And I told her, yo, but you know that I made plans. I don't want to hear that shit. Right there, I should have dropped it. My stupid ass continued. Lesson learned. I'm not saying I was the best. I was doing all kind of wild shit. But I took care of that. You feel me? That doesn't make it right. But what I'm saying is, when you get a good girl, you hold on to that. You might not have to marry it so soon, but right now with all this internet shit and all this shit, dog, and all the good girls are basically already taken, you get any kind of good girl, you better knot it up because I'm telling you right now, you're going to end up settling for something you ain't really trying to be with. And that is the worst kind of marriage, is to settle. Never works. Just like a marriage never works for your kids, it never works when you settle. Get the girl that loves you while you're still young, lock that down, and just submit, man. Give it up, man. All that player shit, you hit a certain age, you got to get that shit up anyway, bro. You got to get out of, I'm not saying we all perfect, no, but all that trying to go to clubs every week, that shit is dead. Focus on your shorty. Take care of your shorty before another dude come from underneath and swipe it from you, and then you're gonna be mad for the rest of your life that you let a diamond go. Al York Sports, TGR Friday, open sessions and giveaways, no drinking and driving. Love y'all. Coming up with a pop-up on the weekend. Y'all already know on Instagram. Tap in, y'all. Much love.